Ku, the Cross River Lake, Kanji Lake National Park, Gashaka Gumti National Park, Okomu National Park, and the Old Oyo National Park. Initially, Yankari Games Reserve in Bauchi was among the national park that falls under the purview of the NPS. But as I said earlier, those enabling law, these parks are under this control authority. I would rather use the word authority of the state government. If the state government decides that, okay, we want to use this park and manage it ourselves because of the resources endowed therein, yet they can't do that. And that's why I think Bauchi State at a point was having some plans towards making and enhancing on the Yankari National Games Reserve. So you had to request the want to use of it. So Yankari Games Reserve is back in the hands of the state government, not under the control of the federal government and the NPS. But I think the plans then was under the former administration of, I think, Issa Yuguda, which currently, I don't know to what extent it's being put into use. But I think what they had in mind was to develop the tourism aspect of it so that the place would be like typical other parks we visit in other climes and other parts of Africa and other parts of the world. But currently, that is not achieving the desired objective. Now, what is the current security architecture? I think that this aspect I need not dwell so much about because we are all part and parcel of each other. We are players in this. You have your role, which is defend the territorial integrity, which is ascribed by law. You have the police primarily for internal security. We have the immigration to take charge of our boundaries. But how do you ask the immigration to take charge of a forested zone that transcends Nigeria up to Cameroon, like we have in Sambisa, in Kwara, or several other of such forest areas? Do they have the wherewithal in terms of capacity? That's the question for all of us. We have the intelligence services like the DSS, the NIA, which we are basically more like security intelligence organizations. We are to provide intel based on the fact that we have presence in all those areas and we recruit assets from all of those areas with a view to pass on. So this current architecture, has it served the purpose? Or can it serve the purpose? Yeah, I think with a little tickling and nudging here and there, yeah, we should be able to enhance. This basically calls and make a demand on the imperative that we need an integrated security approach of every one of us. It becomes therefore that we need to bring about the desired objective of the following, which is national defense. We want to secure our forests and deny sanctuaries to terrorists and armed groups as we currently have them. Environmental security, we need to protect all of these forests from all forms of illegalities that take place there. And then for our ourselves, they play a vital role. Is it in terms of windshield? Is it in terms of climate change? Because all this issue about balance between the oxygen, ozone layer, all of this requires the role of the forest located. We can't put in place any security measure without giving consideration and factors to the various communities where those forest reserves are located. They are vital, they are very, very important in terms of security architecture or security measures or whatever in terms of the owners of the lands on which such society, a whole of government approach with a view to securing and taking back our forest reserves. So national defense and security must therefore start at the community level so that various communities are empowered to defend their communities, including the forest. This is one of the areas by which I think my DG has, particularly at several fora, highlighted the need for us to bring in the various communities.